Shalom, I'm Kayla Sprague, and welcome to this week's All Israel Prayer Points, right next to the Old City here in Jerusalem. Just a few streets away from here, major decisions are being made that impact Israel's security and future. As we stand in prayer today, we recognize that leadership changes bring both challenges and opportunities. We seek God's wisdom in this critical hour. This week marks a significant transition in the Israeli Defense Forces as Lieutenant General Herzi Halevi stepped down and Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir took over the role as IDF Chief of Staff. This shift comes at a time when Israel is still engaged in a war on multiple fronts, against Hamas in Gaza, threats from Hezbollah in the north, and the increasing global pressure on all sides. Amidst these changes, we take comfort in Psalm 121, 1 and 2, which reminds us, I lift my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Now let's pray together, focusing on these specific points. First, let's pray for divine wisdom for the new IDF Chief of Staff, that God would grant him supernatural discernment as he takes on this enormous responsibility. We're reminded in Proverbs 2:6, for the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. Second, let's pray for strength and protection for Israel's soldiers, many fathers and brothers, that the IDF would be guided by God's hand and shielded from harm. Psalm 91 reminds us, for he will command his angels concerning you and guard you in all of your ways. Let's also pray for stability among Israel's leaders, that political and military leaders would work together with clarity and resolve. 1 Timothy 2 says, I urge you then, first of all, that petitions, prayers, intercession, and thanksgiving be made for all people, for kings and all those in authority, that we may live peaceful and quiet lives in all godliness and holiness. And fourth, let's pray for protection over Israel's borders, that God would expose and thwart every plan of the enemy. Isaiah 54 declares, no weapon formed against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. And finally, let's trust in God's sovereignty, amidst the uncertainty that Israel would put its trust in the one that never changes. Daniel 2 reminds us, he changes times and seasons. He disposes kings and raises up others. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning. In these shifting times, we trust in God's unshakable plan. He is our defense, our protector, and our guide. Thank you so much for praying with us. Would you share scriptures you're standing on in the comments below as we continue to lift up Israel in this season of transition and turmoil? Please subscribe to our channel for ongoing updates here on the ground in Israel, and visit allisrael.com for the latest coverage. I'm Kayla Sprague with All Israel News. Shabbat Shalom from Jerusalem.